thank you for subscribing to our channel. This is Max. Today, we are going to discuss questions and answers. We have over 80 subscribers now. Let's talk about related questions and summarize what we have done. Okay, in just a few minutes, I'll share with you some common preparation questions. Hopefully, today's video will be helpful to you. And be sure to watch until the end. The first question is, Max, how did you score 200 points on the TOEIC writing test? How did you prepare back then? First, I joined a book club, a free book club. I used to attend free book clubs at that time because I'm an English major, but my native language is not English. So why did I join an English book club? Because people tend to be lazy. Trust me, everyone has laziness. When you have to write an essay, especially for writing or speaking, because we are interactive tools, so you must join a book club. Why? Because two heads are better than one. Mutual supervision will be effective. For example, you prepare to write an article for 3 days alone, and you prepare an article with a few friends for 3 days. Discuss after 3 days. Which one do you think will be more effective? Of course, with supervision, because everyone cares about their image. You will definitely do your best unless you don't finish writing. You say you're sick, find a reason. You can't be sick every week. That's right. So based on my previous experience, we have an online study group at this place. Currently, there's a friend online every evening from time. There's a speaking reading club, and we take turns hosting it. If I have time, I'll join too. And for speaking, I suggest finding native speakers. Don't find non-native speakers because speaking is very strict. As for writing, we have an online discussion once a week. The host also takes turns. Okay, we also offer a premium membership, an online book club. Since you're willing to pay to join a book club, it means you're really committed. For this part, I will be the regular host, and the readers will mainly be individuals. Don't have too many. It will be stipulated that every week you will write an article for discussion. I will review and list the strengths and weaknesses. Okay, let's look at the first question. When you're writing an argument, do you prefer working alone or working together with a team? At this time, whether in speaking or writing, if you join our book club, whether it's online or free or premium, you can keep brainstorming with others. And when you're really taking the exam, you'll be able to think less because you're prepared. Oh, you might have prepared arguments, so you can use them. So the free resources we provide really need to be utilized. There's no excuse. Okay, for the second question, there are so many writing topics, especially the topic of choice. How many topics do you need to write to be enough? Okay, let's look at the first question. We actually help organize. If you go to our website, we help organize the topic database. You can see how many topics there are. So many topics. Of course, these were compiled from past exams a few years ago. So many topics. The first thing I did was to classify the topics. There are only 4 major types, but there are 8 major categories of argument topics. So I classified them first, and when I finished, there were at least 8 topics for each type. For this argument topic, I went through a round myself. I found 8 topics. Once you've written through these 8 argument topics, you're almost there. What are the benefits of writing? For your speaking, when you get to the last question, you can use the same argument from your writing. It's almost the same. Consistency is key. For example, do I need to prepare for the test? Okay, the topic is, the key is to prepare for the topics you know. You need to know them first. After you know them, you discuss them based on these 8 major types. After discussing, then you write. Make sure to write well. Don't just write to finish quickly. That's useless. After you write well, then go to the exam and copy and paste. It's not like I start timing myself and writing first. In minutes, fill up the words. And it's done. It's not like that. Your performance in the exam will definitely not be good. Okay, like these types of questions. In our instructional videos, If you check them out later, you'll see other topics. All the topics are very similar, like whether you prefer to work alone or prefer teamwork. When you have limited time, just write what you can write well and develop. And you can write multiple topics with one argument. The topics that might come up, don't just answer one topic. It's a waste. Usually, like the general argument, teamwork is the answer. If you can write well about working alone, it's fine, but it must be well written. Flowery language is no problem. Okay, but personally, I always write about teamwork. The third question is, how far in advance should you start preparing? At least weeks before the writing test, ideally 2 months in advance. One option is to write one article every week and have someone help you read and correct it. This is the fastest way.
The fourth question, some people take the test with a mentality of trying their luck. Like me, perhaps they have a graduation requirement, or they need to take a certain job, like a technician, which requires English. There's a threshold, right? Listening, speaking, reading, and comprehension are all required, right? If you approach the test with a mentality of trying your luck, what is a mentality of trying your luck? It means you're not prepared, you just keep trying until you pass. You try your luck the first time, the second time, the third time, will you pass? Let me tell you, it's possible for listening and reading because it's guessing, like BC, guessing like that. Listening and reading is possible. Sorry, if you fail in writing and speaking, it's different because speaking is about your ability. If your pronunciation is not accurate, it's not accurate. If you mispronounce, it's wrong. Writing is the same. It's about 3 categories: structure, argument, and grammar rhetoric. If these 3 are wrong, they are definitely wrong, and what you got right might become wrong. But what's wrong can't become right. This is logical guidance, so you must have someone help you correct and tell you how to write it better, then it will be okay. And if you take a chance, gambling, right? If you gamble, everyone will have gambled. I've gambled too. When I speak because my writing is better, I didn't find a native speaker to help my English speaking, and I've taken the test 3 or 4 times. Oh, I'm stuck at a fixed score. I keep getting stuck at a fixed score. It seems like I've been stuck at a fixed score for 10 years, several times, right? Every month I go for a test, there will always be one test that I pass. Right. Sorry, the writing and speaking are corrected by native speakers, so as long as you make a slight mistake, they will immediately hear it and naturally point it out. So don't have the mentality of trying your luck. It's a waste of money. Go only if you're well prepared.
Okay, the 5th and final question. How do you get a high score? For speaking, you must find native speakers. It must be native speakers who teach you. So in our team, we have Tom, and next there will be Jeff. Canadians will also join. I suggest getting used to multiple accents. Canadian and American accents are basically the same, so no problem. As for getting a high score, we will have a collaborative online course next. Okay, a collaborative online course. We simply answered whether difficult words are needed for writing. Sorry, I didn't use difficult words for my scores. I didn't use any GRE words. Why? Because even if you can use them correctly, of course it's great. But if you can't use them correctly, you will lose points, right? So you should use some big words. We call them big words, powerful, but you can still use them. And they're simple words, easy to remember words, useful on the exam, easy to write. Our courses will help you organize them. The second part of good writing is your structure. If you watch our fans' writing that we helped with later, their essays have structure, but it's not complete. So we will help them see, help them learn how to improve, and make them feel refreshed. The third is that we help them organize these universal arguments. If you sign up for the online course, there will be a set of universal arguments online, specifically for this part of essay writing. So if you master these keywords, both your speaking and writing will improve. Many times, it's not that your English writing ability is bad, it's just that you haven't prepared the arguments well, and you have to answer them within a limited time, which will be difficult, because during the exam, there's only minutes, right? To write the question, you have to write it well within this time. Sorry, at my level, I find it difficult to concentrate on my score. So how did I score full marks? I just copied and pasted in the exam hall what I had prepared before. Arguments are really important. Arguments help you deal with all kinds of questions. You can try to cover them as comprehensively as possible and answer them. Finally, the advanced part, although it's advanced, its most fundamental basis is vocabulary. Many people have studied hypotheticals for a lifetime, and they've never used an inverted sentence in writing. In this case, when you're writing, if you're among so many test takers, you can use an inverted sentence once. If you use a hypothetical correctly among so many test takers, I will teach you how to use it, and it will be beautiful and simple. After you use it, your score will naturally go up. Because the topics in the TOEIC writing test, you will know, its scoring is relative. The more people get low scores, the higher your score will be compared to them. It's relative. It's not absolute. So whether you have financial considerations or not, I strongly recommend that you must join a book club. Okay? We provide free ones. You can come in first, interact with other fans, make friends. Okay, like-minded friends. You can go together, study together, interact together. You can go further, go longer. That's it for today. Oh, I hope our FAQs today are helpful to you, and also feel free to click the link below to check out our free courses. They will definitely help you. That's it for today. Thank you all.